Welcome to Mountain Accents. Today is Friday, March 8th, 2024, so it is a Friday Sews. Thank you to Jen and Today in Jen's Sewing Room for creating this hashtag. And if you search that hashtag, you can find many sewists who post Friday videos. I don't get to post one every Friday, but I join in when I can. Today I took a day off of work for a personal day, and so I am bringing you a Friday Sews, and I am at my sewing table working on a project, and I'm going to talk about that in just a little bit. If I didn't say it earlier, my name is Cynthia, and this is Mountain Accents. And the last time that I brought you a Friday Sews, I was working on the Atelier Jupe Hannah Blouse, and I did complete that project. I want to show you, this is what the pattern looks like. I saw this pattern was being released in conjunction with Simply Sewing magazine, and I read their digital magazine, but I ordered the paper version so that I just solely for the purpose of getting this pattern. And I made a size 16, UK size 16, and I haven't taken any pictures yet, so I will share pictures later. If I may get them taken for this video, but here is my blouse in black linen, and it has, I did the detail with the gathered sleeve. And if you'll recall that the last video I just had the bodice done, and I really like the way this fits. I almost think that I could go down to the UK size 14. It's made to be oversized, so I mean this size fits me very well, but I still think I could go down one size. So I may or may not go down for the next one. I'd like to do the next one in maybe viscose fabric, and we'll see about that. And I've told you that I would think, because it being a black linen, and this was my trial version to see if I like the pattern, that I would like to embellish it with embroidery. So I had someone comment. I cannot remember who commented. I'm sorry, I didn't double check before I got on here. Told me some options for embroidery templates, and I did go and order this one online, and it came with some embroidery threads. I do not think they sent me a needle over this, so I'll have to, but I've got plenty of needles, and there's several template sheets in here, and I need to practice doing some embroidery because I've never done embroidery. So if you know of any good channels to watch to learn embroidery sewing stitches so that I can practice, and I'll practice on different fabric before I attempt it on the blouse. So if someone will just leave me a comment and let me know where I can learn some embroidery stitches. So what else am I working on? I am working on this beautiful viscose fabric that I received in one of my Beyond the Pink Door Think Pink subscription boxes. And most of the time when it's a viscose fabric, you get 2.5 meters of fabric. And I was trying to find a dress pattern that would use that amount or less. And I actually found one. And I had enough fabric left over that I'm going to use for something else. And it is the Grow Sydni Shirt Dress. That's what I'm working on. So you can make a shirt or a dress. And in this one, I also cut out a size 16 in this. Now I have no idea how it's going to fit because I'm not finished with it. I ran into an issue, and that's what I'm trying to work on, is getting it completed. But so I'll show you what I've got done so far. I've got the neckline, and I am doing the version without the collar. And I got the idea of actually purchasing this pattern as well as doing it without the collar from I saw Kristen at the Dahlia Society was wearing this in one of her recent videos, and I absolutely loved it. She looks stunning. And so I immediately started searching for the pattern, and I ordered it. And I'm putting tie loops on mine. I've got the belt made, and it has a split hem. Now it does call for a narrow hem, and I was having, that's something I worked on today. I was having a little bit of trouble with that, and so I decided that I was going to use bias binding, and I had this little narrow bias binding that I decided that I would attach and use that. So I'm very happy with the way that just turned out, because that's what I just was doing right before I hopped on here. But the place where I'm a little stuck is the sleeves. Okay, so it has where you can do this cuff, and you first like sew it on this way, and then you turn it up and tack it on the outside. And it also gives you the option that if you don't want to attach that band, you can just fold it up and hem like you normally would a sleeve. Well, I wanted to do the cuffing, and you cut your cuffing pieces on the bias so they stretched. And this fabric I have found, even like with every little thing, even like when I was trying to first do the hem before I attached that bias binding, I noticed it was trying to like stretch with me. And so I have attached this cuff to the wrong side of the, let me turn it out, to the wrong side of the fabric. It tells you to overlock, so I've overlocked the seam. And then you're supposed to fold it up to the right side of the fabric. And I have found that it has stretched and it's uneven. Like some places it's more narrow and some places it's wider. And so I dread having to unpick all that, because I've had to unpick a little bit on the dress, and this fabric is delicate and I was having trouble with the unpicking. Or whether I should just cut it and fold it up, or even use bias binding on the sleeve. Yeah. So I got to make a decision on that, because I really, really wanted that cuff, but it just doesn't look right because it did warp when I was working with that. You know, things don't always go to plan, but I still think it's going to be a beautiful dress regardless of whether it has that cuff on the sleeve or not. So I'm hoping to get that done today. Now, I don't have the pattern in front of me, I don't think, but I mentioned that I had bought the Noodlehead Explorer Tote. I have made a Noodlehead, the Pepin Tote, before. Now the Explorer Tote, I'll try to pop in a picture, is a little bit more complicated. Or it looks more complicated. I don't know if it really is or not. So I have ordered some supplies directly from Noodlehead. Sorry for all the rustling here. So I've got some, like a little hardware kit. So it has the sliders for the handles, D-rings, and it also has this, and so I'm not sure, I haven't read through the instructions, so I'm not sure where you use each of those parts at. And then I ordered some strapping. Now, I'm going to make an Explorer Tote for my brother, and he wanted it in like manly color. So I got some faux leather back here that I'm going to use on his. And it's just a brown and I'm going to pair it with some either denim or I've got some camouflage fabric, and I also have some just olive khaki green twill that I'm going to make him a bag with. And then I've also thinking about making one with that faux leather paired with that, let me grab it. This corduroy that I got in my latest, I think, pink box. And see, I've ordered a zipper that I think would look really good with that. That handle would look good with that too. And what I'm wanting to make my satchel for is for when I'm traveling to, like, kind of like a carry bag to put like deodorant in, shampoo, like hair dryer, any extra stuff that I don't want to put in my suitcase. Then I would use that bag, this bag, Explorer Tote, to put it in, and I think that would look really good together. So that is what I've been working on and what I'm thinking about. And I'm also thinking about the Sew Frugal Challenge, and I've got a video coming out later this month for that. I'm not wearing anything me made today, so we'll get into a little bit about life. I'm wearing comfortable clothes. This is I guess like a yoga top or just decorative t-shirt like top, and it's got this interesting little detail in the back. I would like to find a pattern at some point in time to recreate it because I really like wearing this, but I went to chiropractor this morning. I started back in November going to a chiropractor to get some adjustments since I've been going through perimenopause, and I don't know if I'm technically in menopause yet, but I'm really close. But I've had a lot of hip pain, and also had a lot of neck and shoulder pain. And since I've been going to the chiropractor, I've been feeling so much better. Those adjustments, I virtually have no hip pain left. And so it really has helped. So I was wearing comfortable clothes. I'm just wearing this with a pair of yoga pants, and it makes it easier to get the adjustment wearing comfortable clothing. So that's what I've been doing today. Now, last Saturday, I didn't have a video last week. Last Saturday, I went on a hike in Panthertown Valley, and I know not everyone has viewed that. It may not be your cup of tea, but I used to love hiking a lot when I had worked part-time and I had more time to go hiking. But in Panthertown Valley, there's a lot of waterfalls. So in my last video, if you want to check it out, I share 2 waterfalls that we went to. And I went with my mom and dad, so talk a little bit about that. And then the rest of the time I've just been at work, and like I said, today I'm taking the day off to just do some sewing, and I needed to unwind a little bit. And that's all I have for you today. So let me know what you're working on, and give me tips about the embroidery. And I hope you're having a wonderful day. I'll talk to you again soon. Bye.